So today on Backstage with Billy, rather a different feel from obviously the world of musicals. We're going for the world of, well, I'd say comedy. We're talking history. We're talking obviously musical on stage and what have you. But today I'm joined by Ethan Lawrence. Now you might know this little face, obviously from shows like Bad Education. I like that. Bad Education, and of course Afterlife, and obviously now the star, obviously of the Horrible Histories, the tour, which is going to be happening across the UK. It's coming to Manchester, by the way, from February 6th, 7th, and 8th, obviously of 2026. Ethan, welcome to Backstage with Billy. Tell us about Horrible Histories, the tour, or the
Well,
live
it's
show.
the concert, Alive and Dead.
Yeah.
So it's the first time that the TV cast have gone on tour with the theatre cast, and is therefore the touring company's biggest show to date. This is all on the back of Horrible Opera that was at the BBC Proms in 2023, and it was decided by the powers that be. Why don't we collaborate? Why don't we make some magic together? So it's myself, Richard David Kane, Harry Hayes, Verona Rose, and I now Tomlinson from the TV show joining the theatre team to basically bring the songs from the Horrible History TV show to life on stage for the first ever time.
Because obviously watching Horrible Histories, which I have, um, obviously it's educational, it's comedic as well. But nevertheless, there's some great lavish sets, obviously that they put together. But obviously, you're talking when you talk about history, you're talking like evil Egyptians, the vile Victorians, the terrible Tudors. I mean, there's some costume changes. I mean, well, I can only imagine what it must be like behind the obviously stage when you're going for a costume change. I mean, it must be what, how many seconds?
Not many, as we discovered to our horror during rehearsal. Yeah, so there's only eight of us in the crew, and somewhere in the region of about 30 to 35 characters. So we have got some quick costume changes. We've got magnets, we've got clips, we've got all sorts. It's yeah, backstage there's probably just as much drama than there is at the front.
I love that. That's the bit I like to hear. Honestly, I really do. Now, obviously, Ethan, let's go back to some of the television roles that you've done. Obviously, you've worked with Jack Whitehall. Now, obviously, the image I've got stuck in my head is you with that. Was it a wig or was it your own hair that they cut it like that?
So just to confirm, series one normal hair, series two bowl cut, series three clean shaven. That was all my hair all the time.
But obviously, Oscar-winning performance, both Ethan and Jack dancing on a diving board.
Oh, I wish we won an Oscar for that, but we didn't submit in the end. We didn't do a for your consideration.
It was hilarious watching that, obviously.
Well, thank you very much.
But obviously, then we go on to Bad Education. Because I mean, there's a list of stuff that you've done, but obviously, Bad Education that a lot of us have watched as well, because a lot of the kids have grown up. That show's transition now from obviously when they were kids, with Jack being the teacher. Now the kids have become teachers, haven't they, as the stories have gone on. But obviously, being part of the original lineup, um, I mean, what was it like? What was the scheduling like?
I mean, it was pretty standard as far as like UK sitcoms go. Obviously, I didn't know any of this at the time because I was absolutely green. This was my first ever professional role, so I was very much learning on the job. But we put series one together in 6 weeks, and my initial thought after that was like, okay, well that was fun, but that will probably never happen again. Then it goes out. By the time episode two was released, we'd got series two commissioned, and it basically rolled on from there. I mean, what's been really interesting about Bad Education for me personally is that I mean, it was nearly 14 years ago that we filmed it,
Goes
but
like
it's
that, doesn't it?
had a second, third, fourth, fifth life as it moved from BBC iPlayer, then to Netflix, then back to iPlayer, and so it's weird that it's still a talking point because, like, for me, it was a decade and a half ago, and so when people come up to me and they say, "Oh, I've been watching Bad Education," I'm like, "Why? That's really old." That's that's really old, like me. And yeah, so it's really gratifying, and it's a testament to sort of how the internet and streaming works that it's been allowed to have this sort of extended life. Yeah, it's great that people are still enjoying it.
But anyway, you're here to tell us about the Horrible Histories, the live tour, and Dead. But nevertheless, tell us about some of the characters that you played.
So the main one for me, the big kahuna, is Henry VIII. So when I tell people that I'm in the Horrible Histories cast for the telly show, they generally respond by going, "All right, Henry VIII, right?" Because beard and face. But I'm like, no, no, Tom Staunton does that, and he's magnificent at it. But he's not on this tour, and I am. So I finally got my birthright of playing Henry VIII. Really excited about that. Really enjoying finding the character. I've sort of been trying to avoid watching previous incarnations of it because I kind of want to do my own sort of spin on it without too much of like previous work affecting me. But it's been exciting to find that. But in addition to that, I've got King Philip II of Spain. I'm a backup dancer for a rap song because I mean I scream hip hop. All sorts going on. It's a very exciting show.
Working with Ricky, obviously, will there be any improv? Because he seems to be king of improv, don't you?
Well, I think I've been described as the first and only time as that by you just now. But I appreciate that.
Oh, I'm banned.
So, as always with horrible histories, it's skirting a line because we are dealing with history. We do need to get it right. Like there is otherwise there'll be so many complaints and we can't afford that heat. So like for the most part, when it comes to sort of like the detail and the the more factual stuff, we're very much sticking to that and making sure that we get that across. However, in this live show, interaction is not only key but actively encouraged from the audience. And as I'm sure you know, when you open yourself up to that kind of thing, stuff happens, and you have to be ready for that. So a lot of call and response, a lot of communicating with the audience, and when we get to that point, that then we'll see if I will end up keeping my crown or if I'm deposed ultimately as the king of improv.
You know what? It just sounds great fun, and you know what? I'm looking forward to see because obviously I've never seen this show. I've seen the TV programs, but I'm looking forward to seeing the show. Obviously, when Horrible Histories arrives, I mean, because it is touring up and down the UK, but it's coming to Manchester from the 6th, 7th, and 8th, obviously of February. It's coming to the Opera House. You can grab your tickets, atgtickets.com/Manchester. Come along, see Ethan at his finest and in many costumes. I'm being just crazy because
We've
obviously,
we've
uh,
worked really hard on it.
well, I can imagine, but see, people don't see that bit. But most importantly, though, the fun, obviously, of horrible histories and obviously telling the tales, obviously from anything from the evil Egyptians, the vile Victorians, and again those terrible Tudors, and of course your one and only, Henry VIII and what have you. How do you cope with the tights, though? Are you all right wearing tights?
I've been doing horrible histories long enough that I can't have a problem with them anymore. I
No,
mean,
no,
to be honest with you, the fact that these costumes sort of by design need to be like fairly modular because obviously we have to change them so fast. It's considerably less weight than they normally are for the TV show when we're sort of layered up
right.
5 times over. Whereas with this, it's just like clips off on. It's great. And there's freedom of movement, which you never normally get, which is very very exciting for us.
Well, I can't wait to see it when it comes to Manchester in February of 2026. Come along and see Horrible Histories live on stage with Ethan Lawrence, who's going to be, how can I say, one of the many great cast. I mean, from Harriet, Richard, Inel, Verona. I cannot wait to see them all when they're going to be on stage. So, most importantly, Ethan, thank you for joining me today on Backstage with Billy. Good luck with the show. Break a leg, but not literally. And I can't wait to see it.
Well, thank you very much. I hope to see you there, and bring your singing trousers along because like there's a lot of songs, and we got to have you guys join in, or there's no point doing it.
There you go. You're told. Ethan, thank you for today.
Thank you very much.